If the escalator is going up or down for Seattle?
It's going down, no doubt. I mean, it was up for a long time, though. It was a pretty high level for a while. 2 Super Bowls, the franchise's first title, 5 consecutive playoffs. So this past season being the first time missing the playoffs in 6 years. So no doubt it's going down. The Legion of Boom's not 25 anymore. They're now 30. They're expensive. They're injured. And that makes them expendable. They don't know if Cam Chancellor is coming back to play because of neck injury. Cliff Averill is probably going to retire because of neck surgery.
Wow.
Earl Thomas is entering the final year of his contract. Really now, Dan, this team is Bobby Wagner on defense and Russell Wilson on offense. And, oh, by the way, Russell Wilson's contract comes due next year. So they have a $30-plus million a year decision to make on him. And there's no doubt this team's in transition, Dan, and they're looking up at the Los Angeles Rams now instead of the rest of the NFC West looking up at them.
Did Seattle ever get over that Super Bowl loss to New England?
Many players did not. They believe that, I know, especially on defense, Bruce Urban was very vocal after that game. He's now in Oakland, but even guys like Michael Bennett have in the back of their minds that they believe the coaches cost them a second consecutive ring. And what many people would have thought was one of the best defenses in NFL history, or one of the in the last quarter century. And if you don't win 2 Super Bowls, you don't get that acclaim. And a lot of players believe that that play call on the 1-yard line is the reason why they're not Super Bowl champions 2 years in a row. Now, everyone forgets Jermaine Kearse making a ridiculous catch, or else they wouldn't even have been down there in position to try to win the game. But no, they're especially on defense. Those guys feel like they had a second Super Bowl ring taken from them, and that play will, as long as Mount Rainier stands out here, Dan, that play is going to be remembered.
Does that ultimately cost Russell Wilson Hall of Fame?
It's a little early in his career to talk about that. I mean, he's still 27, 28 years old. It could, if he never gets back there. And the NFL is such, as you know, cyclical that it's not a given that you're going to contend for Super Bowls all the time. It seemed that way for 4 or 5 years in Seattle, but last year was a reminder it's not that easy to get back there. It could if he never gets back. If he wins 2 Super Bowls in his first 4 seasons, the first 3 seasons it was back then, yeah, that's pretty impressive. And now he's just one of many quarterbacks that have won just 1 Super Bowl. It's not a stretch to say that could cost him down the line. It certainly won't cost him financially, though. He's going to make $30+ million a year in 2019 and beyond, no matter who he plays for. But the Seahawks aren't going to let him go. That's going to be their focus next year.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.